everybody, it's me, Margaret, and we're here with part 2 of the holiday gift ideas collection. I had so many, I had to spread them out into 2 videos. Now, the last video we talked about consumable, zero waste type gifts, and also subscription boxes, which could be consumable or zero waste, depending upon what kind you order. And I'll put a link to that video in the description box below if you missed it. And then this video, we're going to talk about the traditional type of gifts, the physical gifts that you give somebody, and also, last but not least, gift for yarn lovers, because we need to make our list for Santa too, right? All right, so now let's talk about physical gifts, traditional wrapped up, here's your gift gifts. And first of all, I want to direct you to my Amazon store. Now, yeah, I get a cut from anything that I've listed on Amazon. It's a little small cut, but it's a cut, and I appreciate it when you click on that, because I hope I'm giving you something of value here to save you some time and energy, and it's nice to think we're helping each other. So here it is, my Amazon storefront, where you'll find all the things that I've mentioned and recommended over the years of videos that I've done. Now, I've got them in different categories, and this one's called gift ideas, but technically couldn't any of these categories contain gifts, depending upon the intended recipient, of course. So let's take a peek at a few of these. Here's my beloved arrow garden that you've seen me use. Now, notice that it comes with the herb seed kit and a bottle of fertilizer, so don't be confused if you scroll down and you see some suggested seed pods. You can buy them individually for later use, like the tomatoes I grew this year, for example. And if you keep scrolling, you'll find different versions of the same concept that you may like even better. And I got this thing for my parents, and it's awesome. You put these little tiles on things like your phone, your iPad, your keys, or whatever you may lose, and you press the corresponding button on the remote, and it sends out this beep to help you find what you're looking for. It's awesome. Here's that light tracing box that I showed on my Dream Box tour. And this is a very sleek version of the beverage heater that I keep in every room. I've talked about that ad nauseum, I'm sure. Here's one of the older ones that I have, and you can see where I've dropped it and broken it, and it still works great. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting at the kitchen table right now editing, and I'm using it still. But it's not nice enough to sit in the living room all the time. So I bought this one, and watch how wonderful this is. When you put your cup on it, it automatically turns on. You see right that? And when you pick your cup up, it turns off. It has the little switch on the underside. Now, this is particularly helpful for people like me who are forgetful. And oh, my massage guns. You gotta see this in person. And that is a massage gun. Now, I have talked about them, done 2 videos on them. These in particular are Recover Fun, and I have to say they are my favorites, and they were sent to me for free, and I really do believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that every house needs to have one of these in it. They are huge in the health and wellness community. They've been around for a while or something similar to this, but now they're affordable for the home. Anyway, I talk about these at length in the other video, so I'm not going to go into that now. But whether you are athletic, whether you are not, because I know that sedentary people have aches and pains too. It's not just the people who work out. Or what if you just work hard, whether you're gardening or whether your job involves carrying heavy things or whatever. This type of thing would be very welcome. I'll direct you to the video for these so that you could learn more about them before you make that final choice, but definitely consider that on your list for just about anybody. Now, this thing is called a survival kit made for camping, but frankly, it's an awesome thing to take on any road trip, and also, quite frankly, it'd be great to have in case of the apocalypse. Now, I have no earthly idea why these are called wine tumblers, because you can certainly drink anything you want to out of them. Maggie gave them to us this one year, and we love them because they're sort of like pretty versions of Yeti cups, but they really work well. I took some herbal tea over to a friend's house the other day, and it held the heat so well that I had to take the top off after about 20 minutes because it was still too hot to drink. And of course, it keeps things cold. So going on here, you've got red wine, aerators, and Tucker's grill starter that he loves, and one of his favorite cookbooks that's not currently available on Amazon. See how there's no price listed here in the corner? But I'm leaving it here for reference because we talked about it, and you could search other places if you were interested. Now, I don't think I need to hold your hand through all these because it's easy enough to navigate on your own. And while I've mentioned all these things through the years, I will point you to this particular video where I cover a lot of the products in my kitchen list. They're my favorites. This is my daughter Maggie's channel called This or That, which she says is here to help you decide between this or that product, brand, or service to suit your lifestyle. Now, when you click on playlists, you're going to see one that's called Holiday Gift Guides, where she does a really good job of making gift suggestions by people types. But I'm going to steer you to the playlist simply called Holiday. She has all the gift guides there, plus there are a few others that may speak to you as well. And if you're interested in hearing some of the gifts that she's given to us in the past, be sure you watch this one. I have a good friend who runs a chain of hospitals in New Orleans, and the information that's coming across her desk is pretty much this is the best defense that we have right now, is the mask on mask. And of course staying at home, but we can't do that all the time. So if you could sew, good for you. If not, go look on Etsy. They have any kind of pattern available right now, and it is awesome. So great stocking stuffers, and if we have to wear them, we might as well have fun with them, right? And last but certainly not least is something that you might want to put on your own Christmas list. I'm including in the description box below 2 good blog posts that I found. One is gifts for knitters, one is gifts for crocheters. So good ideas that you might want to put on your list. Although I do want to mention that in one of these links, they suggest a subscription box by Vicki Howell, who I love. I love Vicki Howell. She does knitting that and crochet that is fun and modern and not your old granny's type stuff. It's wonderful. But I don't like her subscription box. It's some awesome yarn, but it's very expensive. It comes in a box that's similar to Knit Crate's box, but what you get is not the same thing at all. So now I've never actually held the box in my hand. She didn't send me anything to review, so I don't have first-hand experience with it, but I did compare the prices and the value is just not there. So if you want one, I'm going to recommend Knit Crate over Yarn-Yay. You know, just keep that in mind when you're scanning along. And don't forget too that you may like Craftsy specifically, or now we're learning Skillshare has knitting and crochet videos as well. So endless learning. And don't forget, in my Amazon store I have a circular knitting machine section and yarn craft section, some different products that I've recommended and used and loved over the years. I'm also linking this video down below because it's got some awesome ideas for wrapping up all these wonderful gifts we've been talking about. And I know you've got plenty of yarn scraps. So that's all I've got to share. Remember, there's even more in the Amazon store that I have talked about in past years. I know that you've got some really good ideas that I would love for you to share with me. I've always learned more from you guys than I could ever pay you back. So use that comment section below and let's share ideas, because you know, we don't have all the same friends and family. So we don't have to worry about crossover with our gift suggestions. So let's see what we can come up with. Thanks for sharing with me, and I'm happy to share with you, and thanks for watching. Talk soon. Bye.